The world has gathered here in Blackpool once more for the most important dance championships organised by Gillian Mackenzie and assisted by Sandra Wilson. Titles are going to be won, titles lost and titles regained. Nothing is certain at Blackpool. It's what happens on the night. The judges judging without fear or favour. The compelling mixture that draws the whole world of dance together. Here we have the shot of competitors arriving into the ballroom, and we're going to follow them in and build up for the great excitement and tension of the competition you're going to see on this video cassette. Pat, tell us what this scene is and about the feelings the competitors might be having at this stage.
Well, yes, thank you, Bryan. It is the excitement of this festival that is the most important thing of all. Here we have the competitors in the changing room, putting their goods on the floor, protecting them, getting ready, each one to themselves to calm themselves down. And now we see the ballroom, again, just practicing and getting the feel of the ballroom. And now we're coming along the corridor to the judges' room. And here we have Marcus in the foreground and Anne preparing the marking sheets. It's a necessity to come very early, about 3/4 of an hour before the first round, because there's a lot of marking to do. We have to put our judge's number on, the number of the dance, and which round it is. And of course, the most important thing is the signature at the bottom.
And with so many heats, Pat, in all these competitions, in the first of the 7 rounds, you've got to keep a sort of an idea of how many heats or where the heat ends, because of the number of couples you're bringing forward for the next round.
Yes, it's very important to have the calmness of this room and the information from the scrutineers, that the number of heats we have and the number of competitors that we have to recall, because each competition obviously varies and the mathematics of it is most important.
Ah, there you are arriving.
Yes, it's always very good to come into this room and be calm and make sure that your brain is prepared for the number of competitors that you have to recall. We have the coat stand, as you see, and it's always quite warm, and we have to look after ourselves. We have the coffee and the tea.
And funny enough, nobody talks about dancing, do they, Pat? That's absolutely forbidden when you're in the judges' room. You can talk about the preparation, how many you're recalling from how many heats, but there's never any comments at all about the dancing performances or the possibilities of the competition.
No, nothing at all. Even if you are there, because we're not to discuss anything.
The band room.
Yes.
The band getting ready and
reading their papers.
all relaxed.
With their biscuits.
Gosh, how many instruments has he got? Is that in case he wears one out? Could they be playing for many hours?
Come now to the semi-final of the professional Latin American Championships. In the Cha-Cha-Cha, 12 couples have
Now, of course, in the professional events, it's single dance recall, so we should be seeing some couples in all dances and some in 4, 3, 2, or possibly 1, depending on how many marks they got in the preceding round.
159, 182, 194, 203, 224, 249, and 270. Cha-cha-cha, thank you.
So here we go, the first dance of the British Professional Latin Championship semi-final. also be worth reminding viewers that there was a record entry in this competition of 282 professional couples.
So this new partnership had to dance from the very first round, which gave a lot of excitement to the public watching.
First dance over, Pat.
Yes, here we see Louis and Joanne from the Netherlands. Great to see this very attractive partnership gel so well together, even at this early stage of the partnership. And they have chosen clear concepts in their choreography: rondes, merengues, circular movements, Cuban breaks, basic lock steps and walks.
I judged them at the Dutch Championships a few weeks ago and I was very impressed with them there, and they're dancing very well tonight.
Sergei and Elena from Russia, very powerful dancers, very committed to the discipline of the cha-cha-cha. Lots of checks and dancing together, awareness of each other. Lots of Cuban breaks and check in counter promenade position. And here we have from England, Paul and Hanna. Terrific merengue action from this couple.
As they finished third last year and obviously trying to move up, but it's very difficult with two great couples ahead of them.
And it is the samba.
have Slavik and Karina, although from the Ukraine, the dancing for the United States of America. Beautiful rhythmical couple, dancing promenade run with right hand hold, spinning. And here we have Matthew and Nicole from England, Batacuda actions, and also into back little hops, rotating round, good partnering, Volta action, spinning away to shadow position. Allan and Serena from Italy, back rocks with a sensuous action at the end, enticing her to dance away, a little flick, and collecting her again and taking her away and towards him. A lovely développé action, totally in balance, beautifully pointed foot. Voltas circling the man, very aware of dancing with him.
The Rumba, thank you.
Shot of the title holders, the defending champions.
Here we have John and Jane, a beautiful lunge line, leading her out to a spin. Such strong basic feet and legs from both of them. And we have Bryan and Carmen representing Germany. Beautiful flowing body dances from both of these people.
Enhanced by the dress also, Pat. Lovely dress. Suits them beautifully.
Yes. Such togetherness in the fluidity of their bodies. Checking her away and collecting her into Cuban rock. Michael and Beata from South Africa. Spot turn and eye spotting, so complete harmony of togetherness for the spin, to a hand-to-hand movement, and type of Alemana with a turn the other way.
The Paso Doble.
Now dancing the Paso Doble, Jussi and Katja from Finland.
This is their first dance in the semi-final, isn't it, Pat? They weren't recording the cha-cha-cha or the samba or the rumba, but here they are in the Paso Doble. Nice to see them.
Portraying a good matador shape with caping actions. Projecting outwards to the audience. Giacomo and Melissa from Italy. The young lady Melissa has very strong leg actions, and he has improved terrifically with his body work. Again, lovely circular actions, caping actions with the arms. Jukka and Sirpa from Finland must be strong contenders for this title. Beautiful action and body shape for this dance.
Yes, the champions in 1998 and 1999, but runners-up last year.
Very well toned in their bodies this evening, and he partners her and shapes for her extremely well.
The jive, thank you.
Making their first appearance in the semi-final, just this one dance, but obviously delighted to be there.
semi-final.
And here we see Igor and Natalia from Russia. They must be so pleased to make this dance in the semi-final. Very powerful and strong leg action. Lots of kickball changes, progressive and with now rotary spin actions. Marcus and Charlotte from Denmark. Overturn changes of places, spins, checks, just a little bit of mishands. And now we have Louis and Joanna.
Legs looking just a little bit tired, I thought, here.
Just fractionally. Hip bumps and more kickball changes and the good basic chassé action.
Now we come to the final of the Cha-Cha-Cha. 6 couples have been recalled, and they are as follows. 53, 79, 123, 153, 182, and 194.
Well, the battle is really joined now. Some changes have been made by this couple, slight alteration in the general styling.
6 very beautiful
Determined to
couples.
hang on to their title, but being challenged by last year's runners-up and the former title holders. What a great start, Pat, to the final. Great.
Yes, Bryan, it is absolutely terrific. The atmosphere is marvellous. And Bryan and Carmen showing us great movements in this cha-cha-cha. Check movements with the delayed checked forward walk clearly shown. And merengue action used in the cha-cha-cha chassé. excellent leading from his body, where she reacts so fast and instantly, use of eyes towards each other.
There's some change, isn't there, Pat, in their performance this year?
Well, if anything, I think it's maybe more relaxed. It always has been quite relaxed and very rhythmical. Maybe they're just taking it maybe a fraction too easily and not so competitively. Paul and Hanna. Extremely strong leg action from Hanna.
Gorgeous legs.
The weight is into the floor, the weight is into the heel on the hip action. He leads her away, brings her towards her, spinning. Complete fluidity. Allan and Serena, dancing his check forward walk, leading her back into a locking action, into a fan position with him going onto the floor and back, a running merengue action, again aware of each other going round in circular movements. Beautiful hip rolls from Serena. Opening out movement. Togetherness. All the way through it. Swiveling action. Leading her very clearly with his arms and his body.
And your second dance, the samba.
These beautiful locking actions from Matthew and Nicole. Very clear samba actions, rotations, shadow work towards the audience. Jukka and Sirpa, leading Sirpa to do close points, fantastic batakuda actions. Such a flexible body has Sirpa. And And she responds so fast and beautifully to Jukka, who is a fantastic leader.
I think I did them an injustice earlier. I think I said they'd won twice before. They've won 3 times before.
So here we see great flexibility into reverse turns. As if she hasn't got a bone in her body. So flexible. And again the walks, cruzados, walks and locks into machiche from Michael and Beata. Pivots into promenade run with a relaxed head flick. Whisks with slow, quick timing. Normally it's 1 or 2, but they've chosen to change it. And Volta actions, the Latin cross of the front foot, beautifully portrayed. Botafogo action, do spins, whisk again.
In the rumba, 6 couples are being recalled. 79, 1, 2, 3, 1, 5, 3, 1, 8, 2, 1, 9, 4, and 2, 0, 3.
Well, so Matthew and Nicole are out in the rumba, but the USA pair are in. It's very popular with the audience.
Slavik and Karina. They all congratulate each other. Taking the applause, they're so excited themselves and the audience, it's fantastic.
Thank you.
Oh my word. I hope the judges didn't see that. That's a clear lift. Not permitted under the rules.
All the rumbas are so fantastic this evening, it's beautiful. Here we have Slavik and Karina. The light and shade they produce is so beautiful to me, the speed but the softness, showing the good rolling hip actions, strong opening out movement, spiraling her, rolling her. She reacts with the roll.
Beautiful dancing, beautiful.
They're so aware of the standing leg and the free leg. Delayed forward walk from the man, strong speed.
Oh, we're going to see in slow motion the thing that I hope the judges didn't notice.
Yes, I'm sure that they must really take it out, because it's not this step that will make them into the final place. It will be the quality that they have. I suppose it's fortunate that it's having to judge the final, it can be missed so easily. Allan and Serena walks together. Spinning, checking to an opening out movement. Very well executed, so clear with the basic principles. Together movement. Very flexible body from Serena. Opening out again. Ronde action from Allan, leading her away to run away, bring her back. She balances him with, as he does, an arabesque line. This young lady, as in the cha-cha, such very strong leg action. Weight is into the ground. Développés, he's leading her. She has a very clear lift of her leg, and he catches it on the way down rather than taking it up. Michael and Beata. Continuous circular walks. Spiraling.
And number 53, please come back and join.
So we have 7 couples in the final of the Paso Doble.
Paso Doble.
Pleased to be back into the final in a dance, Pat.
Yes, I'm sure they are. It's a good shaping dance for them with him being so tall. It gives a very good image of the cape. Checking her. Again, lots of rotation. A leg hook and into a line. Very clear and very well in balance with each other.
Is it easier for tall boys to make line shapes, Pat, is it? Or?
Well, the taller they are, the bigger the shape if it is correct. But if it is wrong, it looks worse. And locks into a type of dead man's drop from Jukka and Sirpa, although they make that look so compatible with the Paso, with it being more circular. And lifting actions. Leading her to spin. And a very good Paso Doble shape there. Spanish lined into points. A check. Catching her with the arms, extending her out. Being watchful where she is. A beautiful shape as he leans forward.
And your last dance, the jive. Thank you.
Well, Matthew and Nicole have not made it in the jive, just the three dances, Cha-Cha, Samba and Paso Doble. We now do a six-couple final again. Great final, great final.
Absolutely fantastic.
53, come back on the floor, please.
And it's going to be very interesting because Bryan and Carmen seem to have moved in a slightly different direction, some changes that I think are laying down a foundation for an even more successful future, but tonight I'm not so sure that it was completely convincing. Jukka and Sirpa, after the disappointment of last year, really seemed up for it and put in a great performance. And will they regain the title that they've held 3 times before? Will Bryan and Carmen continue to dominate as they have done for 18 months? They've won everything for 18 months.
That was one absolutely fabulous final. Fabulous.
You can only really repeat what Bill says. It was absolutely fabulous.
And the audience are showing what they think of it, and well-deserved standing ovation to all the couples, all 7 of them who appeared in the final. And congratulations to the remainder of the 282. They have been a splendid competition right from the first round.
Stay on the floor.
Well, that's unusual. Bill, that's what he usually says if it's the same couples in the next dance.
Yes.
Applause for the orchestra, I should think so too. That distinctive and wonderful sound of Int'l and the Blackpool Orchestra.
I'd like Allan Tornsberg to come and stand centre floor. Alone. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a farewell note from Allan. I would like to take this opportunity to announce my retirement from competition dancing. For the last 15 years, I have dedicated my entire life to my greatest passion, the art of Latin American dancing, the authentic way. Right? Wait a moment, please. Let me finish. Allan has taken the trouble to pen this note. I'd like to finish it. Along this journey, I've had the utmost pleasure of dancing with 3 fabulous ladies of Latin. Without them, none of my dreams would have been possible. Each of them have inspired, encouraged, questioned, and challenged me, and allowed me to develop as a male dancer. For my vision to be realized in competition dancing, I have gleaned information and valuable coaching from the most well-respected Latin dance coaches in the world. You know who you are, and I thank you. In the immediate future, my focus and energy will be devoted to a new project which draws upon my skills in other areas of performing arts. This aspect of dancing, a show as an ensemble, will be the start of a new chapter of my life. But do not despair. My wonderful partner Serena, Lecca dancer, is intending to grace the competition dance floor in the not too distant future. There is only one thing left for me to say, which is, thank you all. Love, Allan.
A very touching moment.
Yes, it must come as a big decision to do this, take this step, but he must know in his mind that that is the right decision for him.
Very talented dancer. I've admired him for years. Wondered whether he would hit the top spot. Not quite done that, but where there's an appreciation like this, that is, I suppose, a compensation for not quite becoming the #1 professional couple.
And at the end of his career, he's gone back to his own natural colour, which Looks very good after all the different projects he's had over the last few years.
Certainly held in high regard by his fellow competitors. My favourite one, I haven't been asked to it. Even love song.
Allan, this is just for you to finish off.
Oh, how nice.
Beautiful dancing.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Allan, we shall miss you.
It's great to see Allan and Serena now doing the jive. Still got loads and loads of energy. Big jump up and splits. Oh! Pretends to be in pain. She marks time. Kickball change of place. And dancing across as he rolls in. Bryan and Carmen. Lovely shaping backwards and forwards from Bryan. Kickball changes. Type of Spanish arms. Jukka and Sirpa jumping forward and back, a cheeky little rhythmical hip action. Ball changes backwards. Spinning across, he catches her, leading her within the circle of his arms. Kickball changes along the line. Little zigzag movement. Totally aware of each other.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we come now to the presentation and the results of the final. But first, you must agree that the adjudicators have had a very trying task.
Yes, indeed.
So let us give them a very big thank you. Mr. Michael Barr, Mr. Peter Eggleton, Mrs. Hazel Fletcher, Mrs. Anne Lee, Mr. Stephen Hillier, Mr. Marcus Hilton, MBE, Mr. Colin James, Mr. Peter Maxwell, Mrs. Monica Needham, Miss Pat Thompson, Miss Denise Weavers. And the presenter this evening Entertainment's Executive of Leisure Parks, Mr. Bob Summers. The result of the Cha-Cha-Cha. First, 194 from Finland. Haappalainen and Suutari.
Bryan and Carmen won all 5 dances last year. So this is quite a good start.
Second, 79. Bryan and Carmen from Germany. Third, 123, Killick and Hanna Karttunen from England. Fourth, 153, Allan Tornsberg and Serena Lecca from Italy. And fifth, 182, Wentink and Beata from South Africa. And sixth, number 53, Martin and Nicole Cutler from England. The result of the samba. Number 79, Bryan and Carmen.
1 dance each.
Second, 194, Jukka Haappalainen and Suutari. Third, Killick and Hanna Karttunen. Fourth, Allan Tornsberg and Serena. Fifth, Wentink and Beata. Sixth, Matthew and Nicole Cutler. The result of the rumba.
Well,
Jukka Haappalainen and Suutari.
Two to 1. 2 dances still to go.
Second, Bryan and Carmen. Third, Killick and Hanna Karttunen. Fourth, Allan Tornsberg and Serena. Fifth, Slavik, Kryklyvyy, and Smirnoff. From the United States of America.
But obviously Russian origin.
And sixth, Wentink and Beata. The result of the Paso Doble.
Bill keeps us waiting.
Jukka Haappalainen.
3 dances they've won, but that doesn't mean to say that they've won the competition. All depends on the total points at the end of the competition. So nothing is certain yet.
But they must have worked so hard after losing all the championships over the last 18 months.
Yes, indeed.
Carmen. Third, Killick and Hanna Karttunen.
If Bryan and Carmen win the jive, Jukka and Sirpa could be as low as third and would still take the title because their points total would then be 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and Bryan and Carmen would also have 8. But with having won 3 dances, Rule 10 of the staging system would see that the title went to Jukka and Sirpa. But we must wait for the jive result. Watson wins, and Haappalainen is third or higher. The title goes to the Finnish couple.
The result of the jive. Bryan Watson and Carmen.
8 points in total. It all depends on the next placing or so. So if Jukka's third, he and Sirpa win the championship.
And third, Haappalainen and Suutari.
Yes, and I think they know it. They know the title's theirs, yes. A sigh of relief.
And fourth, Allan Tornsberg and Serena. And fifth, Wentink and Beata. And sixth, Slavik, Kryklyvyy and Karina Smirnoff.
I think Bill will now confirm what the information I've just given to you. But by the narrowest of margins.
So the overall champion, ladies and gentlemen, from Finland, Haappalainen and Suutari.
That shows you what determination can do.
Yes.
Keep to their basic principles and keep working, keep their bodies toned, and they've proved that they can do it.
They now join a very elite band. They've now won the British Open title 4 times. And they join Rudolph and Mathilde Trout, who won it in 67, 68, 69 and 70. Sammy Stockford and Barbara McColl, 89 and 91, 92 and 94. And of course the record holders, Donnie Burns and Gaynor Fairweather, 1984, 5, 6, 7, 8 and again in 1990. What an elite band to join. Definitely congratulations to them, as you rightly said, Pat, for their work and dedication, their self-belief.